Hello, class. I wanted to go over the Pulse report with you, and I want you to be very aware of how to utilize this tool to help you be best prepared for Nclex. You will be able to see your Pulse score on the My Results page of the student portal. What you see here is the cohort score, but what I want you to notice, even though it says that 30 students are on track, that's overall. But remember, for Nclex, you have to be on track for each individual topic. So what you want to do is go through and look at each individual one and see if it tells you, it'll tell you on track, needs improvement, or at risk for each individual category. You need to be on track for each category. I can't express that enough. So if you look here, see, even though we had 30 students who are on track, only 24 students are really on track in this topic. So if you look here, it tells you the things that you can do to prepare or to get on track for Nclex. And we have psychometricians that work for us in ATI that help us to determine these numbers, and they're really pretty accurate, I have to say. So, if you're on track on every topic, you should feel pretty confident that you can pass Nclex. So the way that you can get there is by doing your quizzes, your practice quizzes, and reviewing your results, doing the exam reviews, and then go in the quizzes by category under Learning System 3.0 quizzes, and just take that topic, so the mental health quizzes and the quizzes by category, and then go into adaptive quizzes in Learning 3.0 and put in the topics there and take those quizzes and get 100% on all of them is what I would do. I would want to make sure that I passed that test. I would not want to take it twice, and so I would do everything within my power to do that. Now, I will tell you guys that you didn't take the proctored test. You just took the practice test for mental health. And so that's probably why so many students are so low in that, is because they only took the practice tests. And so what we need to do is probably, if some of you want to, I'd be glad to proctor the mental health test for you as just feedback for you. It's not going to affect your grade in any way, better or worse, but it would give you feedback and would help you practice testing. I'm willing to proctor some of these tests that you missed your first and second semester. So we have maternal newborn. It's the same thing. It gives you the recommended resources. It's kind of the same categories, those three methods that you can use. Again, take your quizzes, the practice quizzes, do the exam result review, and then take your quizzes by category, go under quizzes, Learning System 3.0 quizzes, and take that topic. And then do the adaptive quizzes under that topic as well. And if you are on target, I don't know that anyone is on target for all topics. So I think everyone has something to look at here. So don't feel too secure, because it's very disappointing when you think, oh, I got a 93% on my POP score, I'm good to go, and then you don't study. And then you never stay the same. You're always getting better, or you're dropping in your ability to test. Just like hitting a ball with a baseball. You're practicing baseball or softball. If you don't practice for 2 weeks, you fall behind. And it's the same way with this. Think of this as a sport. Especially those of you that like sports. Consider this an event, because it's a big event in your life. It's huge. So make sure you look at each individual one and do those 3 activities for each category. And that's how you prepare for Nclex. And that's also how you can prepare for the final. Now, on the final, I have given you the test topics of questions to take. And I've gone over most of you on those. But if you go to your cohort section, then you can get back here. You can see, let me get there to your cohort section, and you can see that the assessments are under Nclex Prep, Nclex. So these are management of care, This one you can't see because I changed the name of it so you could find it and locate it easily. So you have 8 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And go through each section. And they're all, at least 20 questions each or more. So that's the way to prepare for the final for those of you that are taking the final. I am happy, like I said, to proctor the fundamentals test, the mental health test, any of those tests that you didn't take, that you didn't get the opportunity to take the proctor test and get that feedback. I would be happy to proctor those with you. Reach out to me and let me know, and we'll try to schedule some times to get that done. The comp predictor, you still have another test that you can retake that if you want as a practice. Again, it will not impact your grade either positively or negatively, but it would give you practice in taking the proctored test. So I'm happy to do that with you. We may be doing it some evenings after regular working hours, but we'll get it done. We'll have to be flexible and work together to accomplish that if some of you want to take those proctored tests again. Or for the first time, it would be for the fundamentals, because you guys didn't take fundamentals and you didn't take any, I don't believe you took any proctored tests, or a lot of them the second semester. You took some of them, but not all. So if there's a test that you haven't taken and you want to take that proctored exam, I'm happy to do that with you for practice. So you can go back then and do the exam reviews for that exam. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Plan to have class tomorrow, and we're going to practice questions. And I think everyone could benefit from practicing questions. You can't be too prepared for Nclex. And one last thing, I want to encourage you guys to download this information and keep it on, have the file, because you'll need it for taking Nclex. This talks about what happens after you've taken the exam candidate rules, and also here are the lab values on the Nclex test plan. Remember your blueprint. That's where your blueprint is for the final. It's the Nclex RN test plan. So if you go here, these are the labs. It's on page 41. The labs are all listed, and this is quoted from the book. These are the labs that are required. There's not that many here for you to memorize, and this is what will be required for the final exam for those of you that are taking the final. The lab sheet that I gave you has way more than what you will need to know for the final or for Nclex. So I've done a specific lab sheet here, but you will not get a copy of this whenever you do the final. For those of you that take the final, you will have to have these lab results memorized for the final. And this is what you'll need to know for Nclex, like I said. So without further ado, I'm going to end this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that these resources are here. And then after you graduate, I don't know that you'll have access to the course. So go ahead. Here's your blueprint, fact sheet, all of this information right here. Go ahead and save those files so you'll have access to them. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I will see you tomorrow.